Hi everybody, it's Guy922. Okay, couldn't do most of my reviews last night because it was late. I was up doing this live stream thing. So, and later on, not in this video, but later on, I might tell you guys about it and give you the details about the whole live streaming thing. Okay, most importantly, Sword Art Online episode 13. There are some people who still feel that this show has plot holes. It's obvious. But I still believe it's a very good anime. I still think it's a very good show. I think it's going in a good direction. Now, this one was called. Um, I think this title was miscued. I don't specifically know the actual title. In the preview we had last week, it was called "At the Edge of Hell's Abyss." Or the depths of hell, whatever which. Anyway, that was the name of this episode. Now, beginning of it, and the summary's not going to be that very long, but pretty much what happened in this episode was, the beginning part half, we had Kirito meeting this guy named Nishida, who's a fisherman. And he's also a security, he does the security internet services for the game. To make sure everyone's safe and everything, I guess. That's what he said. And he's with Kirito, and Kirito invites him to his house, his house in the forest. And he's with Asuna, and they have dinner, because he caught a fish, and they're having the fish and everything, so on and so forth. And he's so surprised, because Asuna's giving him soy sauce and everything, because she made the fish that he caught. Cooked it for him. And he's able to... And then, this is one part where Asuna's like, her eyes are bugging out because of this fish that he supposedly wants to catch that's really huge. It's like humongous. This is huge. So we have this thing where next day... We have a scene with Kirito and Asuna. They're in bed and they're having like a kind of lovey-dovey kind of thing going on. And you feel that she is... The message of this episode was that she was comfortable being with him. That because of him, she's able to move forward. Pretty much. That's the whole gist of the whole situation. And the next day they have this fishing thing with Nishida trying to catch this fish, and he's able to get it. And Kirito is helping him, and Kirito is trying to get this fish, and everyone runs away because this fish is fucking huge. You know how big this fish is? Let's just put it this way. This fish walks on land. Ha! It was insane. So what ends up happening is Asuna again shows up and goes in front of Kirito and kills the fish, and he caught the fish and Nishida. Then, once this is happening, everybody's congratulating, and she's like, "Oh, we're big fans of Asuna," and so on and so forth. Kirito gets a message from Heathcliff to return. You know what this means? They're going back on the front lines, pretty much. And, as soon as they're showing him, that doesn't matter because, this was eventually going to happen at some point. Happened after 2 weeks, and he's a little upset about it. Moving on. They then go to Gladsam, the headquarters of Knights of the Blood Oath, the guild. And Heathcliff's giving the 411. What happened was they sent a 20-man battalion, guild, more or less, to this one area of this one boss. And what happened was that when they got there, the people that went in there, and because you know what happens when you go fight the boss, you go in there and the door closes. Well, the door closes, everyone was in there, and when they went to get them, everyone who went in there disappeared, and the boss disappeared. So this is really crazy shit going on, and you don't know what happened to them. So yeah. And he's telling, Kirito and Suna, and he's realizing, Kirito, that this is like, it can't escape with their crystal transportation. So it's really a dire straight kind of thing, and he has to go. Now, with Heathcliff front lines to deal with this situation. And he's telling him, "Oh, I have to protect Asuna. She's the first priority, not, everyone else." And Heathcliff basically says, "Oh, when someone has to protect somebody, they become very strong." More or less. Then we have a scene with Kirito and Asuna, and then he's basically telling her, what would I'm going to say something really stupid here. What would you do if I told you to stay put here and not come with us? And she's all saying, like, that's stupid because what, me stay safe here and you go and you fight, and what if you get killed and then I'll kill myself? That's what she said. So it's a point where wherever he goes, she's going to go. And she starts crying. It's like an emotional moment. Because what we find out from Asuna is that it seems like the whole idea of where their bodies really are, the real bodies, what's being done with them, is probably they're in the hospital. So she's telling Kirito, basically saying, we don't have that much time. So it's really just a point of just we need to fight now. And then they go from there to Urania, floor 75, to go through this corridor. And we see that guy, Ingil, the black guy with the bald head, Ingil, the merchant, and Klein. They're there too with Kirito. And then here comes Heathcliff with the knights, and they're ready to go. And they're basically going to go through this portal to go into the boss room. The place they're at, when they get there, is very creepy, very it's like the floodgates have opened. So they go through this door. There's no sign of the boss at all. Until they get in there, the door closes. Nobody sees anything. It's just basically this saucer they're on, and they don't see anything until Asuna starts hearing things. She looks up. There's this huge fucking boss. It's like a skull. I think they called it a skull reaper. It looks like something from a horror movie. I swear to God, it looks so fucking creepy. It had his hands were scythes. And it was just like it looked like a caterpillar, like a centipede mixed with a spider kind of thing. And basically the thing comes down and starts freaking killing people. One slice from this thing, you're done. And that's putting it mildly. If this thing hits you with its scythe hands, you're finished. You're done. Kaputs. So basically what ends up happening is everyone's getting their asses handed to them. They're getting killed off. Heathcliff steps in. He's using his armor to, blocking shots. So it's Heathcliff, Asuna, Kirito, Ingul. I can't say that guy's name right. The merchant. And Klein, they're all teaming up. Klein and Ingrid, they're going to just attack him while Kirito, Asuna, and Heathcliff are blocking shots from these sights. And action's going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. The health bar of this boss. Take a wild guess how many health bars this guy's got. I shit you not, I saw 5. 5! Okay, all the other bosses that Kirito has fought had 1. 1! This guy has 5. So, and there's a point in this episode where Kirito's freaking out, and Asuna is like Suna, if it wasn't for Suna, man, oh man, he would be totally out of his element. But that's pretty much what, and we get this scene then when they will attack at this combined attack with Asuna and Kirito, and that's where it cuts in, and the episode ends. So to say the least, this was a fucking, half of it was, and the other half was just holy shit. Some people believe that there might be a point where Asuna might die. I don't know. Now, like I said, the same thing goes for Campione, same thing goes for any of the other series that I reviewed for the summer. I've never read any of the series. Never read the light novel. So I don't know. I'm clueless, if you will say. So it's a new experience for me. But for this episode, I'm going to give it, it's like one of those things where you say, first half, give it a 2. Kind of, maybe 3, but really a 2. And the second half, I give it 2.5. So, all in all, I'm going to give this I'll give it a 4. If I'm giving it a 4 based upon the second half of the episode. But the first half was really boring, so you go with whatever you can get on this one. But this was a very good episode. This boss, oh my god. The next one is called The End of the World. Now, I'm hoping, oh man, if Asuna dies, I'm going to be so pissed. I'll be like, no! Because I just find her to be such an awesome character in this show. Now, there's obviously problems with this show, and there's plot holes, but I still like it. I still like this, relationship between Asuna and Kirito. I really like how it's developed and how it's going forward. But I will agree with some people when they say, problem with this show is the plot holes and how, some characters are only given, one-shot deals and you don't see them anymore. So, yeah, I can see the problem there. But this was a good episode. I liked what I saw. I'm hoping Asuna doesn't die. As Asuna dies, no! I'm going to be like, no! I'm going to be so pissed. I don't think she's going to die, though. The way things look, I don't think so. Now, this is going to be, according to what I've seen, 25. And it's going to end right before Christmas. That's something interesting that I never thought of. So yeah, it's going to end around Christmas time. And this was just one of those things where you have to say, wow. Wow. That alone. So I'm giving it a 4.5 based upon saying that, you give the first half maybe a 1 or 2, and you give this second half a bona fide 3 or 4. But more or less, I'm going to give it a 4, 4.5 around there, this episode. And I gotta wonder how they're going to get out of this. This is going to be one hell of a freaking thing going down, But good episode of Sword Art Online. I wonder. Heathcliff's there too, so I don't think we'll see Asuna dying. But it's just this boss is so fucking beast that you wonder if they can get out of it alive. So, yeah. That's probably the question of the day. What do you guys think is going to happen next week with this boss? I told you, he's got 5 health bars. I mean, damn. Damn. We'll wait and see. But anyway, guys, that's all I got for you guys from Bankai 922. I will catch you guys later. I will do my reviews later on tonight. First is I'm trying to see maybe tomorrow. I got a lot of anime to catch up on too. So, we'll see. See you guys later. Skull Reaper.